Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to CCxRC. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the RC8X again and how we're going to bind it up to our AX24 FureTech build that we've got here. We're going to be putting the RF8GM tiny little receiver in from Radiolink. So one of the things that I love is that they've got these really small receivers as well. We can get it tucked into here and hopefully get it running some forward steer with some of the features on this radio that they've got. So there's extra knobs. Hopefully we can dial it into one of these knobs, and that would be super sick for running our forward steer. If we wanted to run it like this, would be really cool. So that's what we're gonna look at and see if we can't get that working or what other options we've got. So let's get into it. First things first, we're gonna have to open this up and get this out and get it connected. Layouts are here, rudder and throttle, so channel 2's throttle. Then we've got auxes. So, all right, so what we're gonna do is we can see a little negative here. It shows you that the negative's on the outside. So we're gonna take the one from our ESC, which is this one. Black wire is gonna be our negative. It's gonna go on channel 2. Our front steering is going to go on channel 1 with the darker color being the negative. It's brown with this servo. And we've got another one here and it's brown as well. We're going to go ahead and just plug that into channel 3. Look around for a bind button on this. It's here on the side, I think. Yep, it says a bind button that's going to be on the side. All right, so now that we've got this kind of wired up, we're going to go into our radio. We're going to hit the little bottom button there for settings. And we go all the way down to this little car one here, and that's going to let us choose models and things like that. We're going to add a model, and we're going to go ahead and delete this. And I'm going to call this one Angry Sparrow. There we go, Angry Sparrow. We're going to confirm that. So now this is our model. We're going to select it. Yes, we want to select it. So now we are on the Angry Sparrow model. I'm going to go back up to settings here and scroll down to basic menu to receiver setting. And here is where we're going to choose which type of protocol we're using. There's only one right now in the new R8FG that came out in 2023 of February. It's their V2 of that currently works in that spectrum. So we're going to choose from the FHSS version 1 and not version 2. So let's make sure it's checked there unless you do have the version 2. And we're just going to let it sit here. Don't really have to do anything with this, all right? It'll bind up. What we're going to do now is we're going to power on the vehicle. And this is going to flash for a little bit that it can't find the radio until it flashes really fast. It'll go into bind mode. Where's that button at? There. I'm going to hold that in. It's going to start flashing really fast. And we're going to let it go. Oop, and it just found it. You can hear it all restart. So you can see that steering is way off because I don't know what that's set to. Oh, it's set to the wheel automatically. All right, popping out, guys. Didn't even have to set it. Didn't even have to do it. I was wondering why the rear steer was all out of whack when we got it to it. Right here, this VR button is already set to do the rear steer. So our front steering is reversed. It's the wrong way. Our back steering, if we want to turn left, it's driving in reverse as well. All right, so there's a couple ways I could fix that. I could go into the FureTech app and I could fix it, or we could go in to here and fix it. So we have to go into the FureTech app anyway to pair the radio and set our endpoints. I'm not going to be able to record that because we're recording this video with the phone, but there's a bunch of videos on how to do that. So as you saw, we didn't even have to do anything. So we're going to go back out of here and we're going to set our channel reverse right there at the top. So we're in the little radio button here, channel reverse at the top, and we're going to say channel 1 and we're going to reverse it. Now it's steering properly. Right is right, left is left. That's good. The reverse is right for me. I want to be turning this and make the car go to the right, I think. I think that makes sense to me. Yeah. No. Oh wait, we gotta still reverse. Let's just reverse our throttle. for now. And let's see. Yeah, if I wanted to do it, that's how I'd have it. I'd have the actual back one in reverse because I want to have it turn me to the right when I turn this to the right. That's just my personal preference. So when I want to steer and make the car turn right, I want to turn them both this way so that they're working like that. So that's awesome. Now we'll go ahead and we'll kind of show you if for whatever reason you did not get lucky and have yours just set itself like that. We can go in here and we can actually program our channels. So go back up here and we'll say channel settings. And we can see the maximum amounts that they're set to. So we can set our endpoints for the right here, which we can take up. We want to get as much steering left and right as we can. Oh, we gotta choose the left side. So with these ones, you actually have to tap it and not just turn left or right. So we're gonna do it, and we're still gonna hold it to the left because we want to see the wheels here, what they're doing. So I'm gonna hold this down like this so you guys can see, and I'm just gonna hold and hit the plus button, and then we'll get a little more steering. We're actually kind of maxed out at 100 anyway. But we want to set the end because we don't want to be oversteering this thing and burning up our servo. So right there is where I want to be. So we can set our endpoints. We can also do that with this channel so it doesn't keep going beyond where it should. So we'll set our end for our left right now, and we'll pull that back until we see it start to adjust it. Then we'll choose the right side, full right steer, and we're going to back it off until we just see it start to there. So we still have pretty much full motion left to right, and yeah, so I'm using this knob and we're still getting our full, we could use a little more. And then left, tap on that, and that's pretty good. So we got those two programmed. Then we have to go in again and set our throttles and all that with it. We can also set what is center if it's not driving straight and true. So we could come back in and just kind of set up our sub trims and just make sure like we're setting what should be straight right now. And if I center this up, I think that's what they consider center. Both of these are off. So we can see that first one is definitely off. So we can add a little bit of sub trim, and you can see those wheels starting to straighten out in the front right here. And I went too far there. So that's pretty much straight. And then we go down to our channel 3, and we can straighten this out too. So when we center up the back wheels, they are in fact true and straight like this. Oh, we are not true. We are anything but true. Now we're pretty true. One of these is a little off. But we're never going to quite line our rear up perfect anyway, so there's always going to be a little steering that you're going to have to just do as a driver. So what's nice is this is nice and small. I can get it in here and tucked away. If I wanted, I could get it tucked down in here. Hide away our wire as well, up underneath. And get this all cleaned up. That is what we wanted to have. And we want to have that ability to control all of our steering right here from the truck. So pretty cool that we're going to have that ability to use this wheel here to control the rear steer. So all kinds of stuff you can do in here to program this in, but it's actually pretty simple to do the type of setting that we're doing with this for 4-steer. They've got a much more elaborate setup that you can do with a 4-steer mode in here, but I don't typically like that. That's like all on or not, and that's basically how the stock radio comes. And what we're trying to do is get away from that and have full control over our steering with this so that we're independently steering front and rear, and that's super cool. So there you have it, guys. The Radiolink RC8X bound up to my Angry Sparrow, ready to hit the trails, comp it up, and do awesome. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time.